What's going on? You're tuned into Kick 'em Pick 'em Gambling Show brought to you by 2FootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, Mr. BurrOaks. Oaks, what it do?
Shit, man. We made dumb money today. Like, I don't know what to say other than, like, it feels really good to be this right on the biggest day of the year.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
If we're talking Champions League, Mbappe, I'm not mad. I'm just really, really, really disappointed. Especially with a couple of those sitters that I feel like if we look at your highlight reel, should be a layup. But, you know.
You got to finish something, especially on French soil again for like the first time. Not just that it's like a narrative, and I know some people are always weird, like, oh, it was a boost, so of course it didn't happen. It's like, oh, whatever, dude. I don't really want to hear that excuse, and I just really somebody come get Brahim Diaz. It's winter transfer time. I don't even need a lot of money for him. Just come get him the fuck out of my face. And sometimes I borderline rather play with 10 men than with Lucas Vasquez.
Well, it just pisses me off because, like, the Asensio and Artigo, like, the answers when the people are like, "Oh, who are we going to put there?" They're right
there. They're right there on the bench.
They're right there. We don't. I'm not even mad that we're not buying anybody, but like, put the right people in. What are we fucking doing?
And it's and I'm still like, we won 3-0 today. I'm mad. Like, because we played like shit. We played like dog shit for like 60 of 90 minutes. And Rodrigo's just that good.
Yeah, Rodrigo's cooking. But let's get some things off our chest from last week's slate. Honestly, not bad for me. I'm still just in the green. We're still going positive for the picks. So I don't have a ton to complain about. But my first one is, I guess I want to say Wolves, but really I'm wondering if it should be Michael Oliver for just how shit of a ref he is.
He's atrocious, dude, and has been for a minute.
Yeah, I also want to sprinkle in a little bit of Arsenal bitching and trying to act like there aren't shitty refs for a lot of us. Guys, I agree with you. That call was egregious. We've also seen it a couple times already. So to act like, oh, this only happens to us, it never happens to anyone else, like Declan Rice putting against all odds as if you weren't the favorite the entire.
No, dude, I'm sorry. Did you not know that Arsenal fans are the only people who exist?
No, dude, I didn't actually.
They're the only team that plays football, man.
So,
didn't you see Jorginho hit that PK today?
It was beautiful, man. I mean, I figured the striker would hit it, but
I didn't fucking watch a second of the game, dude. You played Girona and you got a 2-1 win.
I really just needed Wolves to score one, though. So that's what I'm more mad about. But Michael Oliver also just absolutely ruined that game. There was a little bit of justice when Wolves got a red card. I will say also the Wolves guy looked like he did the exact same foul that got a straight red before, but his was only a yellow, which made it look even worse for Michael Oliver. But I think what's-his-face's ban got rejected, so he's...
Yeah, I did see that got turned over.
It's nice that some leagues allow that to happen when absolute bullshit goes down. I also saw that Sam sent me something about Perez wants more English refs in the Spanish league to help teach them things. He was like, who's going to tell him? I was like, wait, you know your refs are better than ours, right?
They're at least less owned by Barcelona.
I was like, you realize that like our refs dead ass took bribes, right? Like not just like conspiracy bullshit. Like these guys took the fucking bribes. Like they got paid.
They took the bag, yeah.
Like so, you realize we got it worse than you, right? And he was like, okay, yeah, I guess that's fair enough. There is a bribery, but I'm sure I'm sure we'll have that soon too. And I was like, and you know what? I don't put it past you. Any league that has VAR in it right now, it's a little suspect. We do have the state.
I would just really like if somebody could tell me what a handball is, because I don't know anymore.
I'll never know. Whoa. Yeah, dude. I didn't say anything about Barcelona. I just said that La Liga refs had taken bribes. That's all I said. Oaks made it personal, Bird. I didn't say who it was. There was no names dropped. It happened though.
Just like Zappacosta had that goal taken away today. Was he offsides? Probably. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but it does fit my narrative.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with the narrative over here. This one's more fun. Next one I got for you, Chelsea. I'm not like surprised or anything that they lost. I just thought they were going to put up more of a
You
fight.
just thought they'd do better.
And I feel like they should really stop bitching about Madueke. That's the one you're complaining about?
Yeah, he's doing like all the things.
Well, they're like, well, he doesn't get all the way back and he dribbles too much.
Your
whole team is full of I dribble too much. What the
right?
Fuck? Someone's trying to tell me Yao Felix should play over there. Really?
So, and your problem is people dribbling too much?
Yeah, that's where I was just like, oh my God, these guys need to get offline. I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. You want to? So hold on. All of a sudden, Yao Felix is now going to be a right wing, and it's going to work. Don't worry. I'm sure nobody else thought about that. Nobody thought, hey.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody tried that before.
Nobody's tried that one. So, Chelsea, mostly Cole Palmer.
Yeah, fuck you. Score against your old team. Where's the fuck you goal?
There was Chelsea didn't look up for it at all, and I was very let down by the game. I did get
Chelsea's tired from all that non-European football they've been playing.
That's what I'm saying. What happened? It was like the last couple of weeks they just fell off a cliff, and it looks like last year's Chelsea again.
Well, don't worry. They'll play tomorrow in a league that has every other team who
they can't even sign their whole roster up for that fucking competition. Nope. Half of them aren't even traveling. Half of them are just getting ready for the weekend game. Cole Palmer ain't doing shit.
Their roster is worth more than every other roster in other 35 teams in that competition. They don't equal Chelsea's roster in payroll.
Oh, no, I just think it's funny that Chelsea's taking their, like, B-plus roster to this bullshit competition. Like, that's how they even know it's a bullshit competition.
Right. That's why they're so, like, tired, and they can't fucking beat City.
Moving on. Next one I got Eric Wattier. You probably don't know that name. Well, guess what? It was the ref from the fucking Marseille-Nice game.
Oh,
somehow, in a Marseille-Nice game, there was only 9 fouls each. And 1 card. Well, technically there was 2, but somehow a dude that's not even on the fucking pitch got a card, and there was only 1 other card. What the fuck?
There's only 1 goal by each team, too. What the fuck was that?
There was a lot of random like play-ons where it was like, oh, that was a foul and from behind, or oh, his spikes were up, and they were just like, play on, like keep going, or just telling them get up.
No, I got dinner plans, and we ain't adding time, so let's keep going.
Usually, I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. But when I need a card and I'm watching it all happen, this is almost as bad as the Rayo literally jumping on Roque's back and not getting a card. Like, I'm watching all the fouls, and just when I looked after and it was only 18 fouls, I was like, what the fuck? What were all those stoppages? What were you calling then? Because it would be like little quick restarts, but after somebody got hacked down. So I'm like, so what's now I don't know what a foul is. So we don't know what offside, what a goal, what out of bounds, or what handballs are anymore. We don't know. Everything changes every year. Who's doing this? How? I'm blaming you, Waltier. Whatever, he's French.
I'm blaming all of life's problems on you, ref, who only gave 8 fouls.
Dead ass though, 8 fouls. Marseille themselves should have had double that,
right?
Just themselves. So I don't know where we get that number from. And then last I have Nottingham Forest. Now this week,
do better. Yeah, facts. Do better.
This week I think is gonna be the week where we kind of see how this is going to go down. As all the greats say, and by greats I mean Real Madrid players that won. You got to do it in March. March is a very important month. If you're not in every competition still at March and you're not ready to fucking go full throttle, you're not very good. That's just point blank how it is. If you're not fighting for something, a Champions League spot, a championship, top of the table, like I don't know what you are fighting for, but if it's March and you guys are just like, holy fuck, put us out of our.
You're just like, man, we're playing out the string in the league. Yeah. You're poor.
You're poor. Ass. So Nottingham Forest, this is going to be a big couple of weeks. It's going to be like a big 5 weeks for you where we get to see if you're going to turn back into a pumpkin. Because I won't lie to you. I watch pitch picks. Maresh, Za, Nicky Smokes, Chief. I'm fucking tired of listening to you talk about Nottingham Forest, dog. I need you to get a couple more seasons under your belt before you're talking real big about Nottingham Forest. They are overachieving this year. And
they're not playing European football.
Yeah, and they're also not playing European football. That is a big extra add for.
That's one game a week. Everybody else is playing fucking 3, boys.
And then the other problem is you have absolutely nobody at Champions League caliber. So what an English team loves to do is try to buy that really quickly. You can't do that. That's not how it works. And then you also have to convince him to go to Nottingham. Who the fuck wants to go to Nottingham? If you're a Champions League caliber player, are you just like, yeah, let me take a run at Nottingham? Or are you a probably underwhelming player who's like, damn, wait, I can play Champions League football if I went to Nottingham Forest? Because that's usually how those signings work out. That's why we saw Leonardo Bonucci at fucking Union Berlin.
People who are good at football weren't alive when Nottingham was in the Champions League.
Yeah. So
people that you want to sign that aren't Chris Wood weren't alive when Nottingham was in the Champions League.
They're getting excited about possibly signing Cunha, which if I'm Cunha, that feels like a lateral move. And I know
that is. You're going from Wolves to Nottingham.
That's vastly different this year, but that feels like a very lateral move.
They also probably don't speak Portuguese over there like they do at Wolves.
Yeah, facts. So just weird move, Nottingham Forest. Figure it out or just go ahead and turn back into a pumpkin like I'm assuming you're going to.
Shout out Fernando. Good to see you, my man. We definitely ate. Yeah, we ate big. That was the 70s. Yeah, and they were all coked up too. Good for them.
Honestly, Blackburn greater than, and I'll stand on that. That's all I got though. What do you got?
This is I'm gonna alternate between fuck yous and big shout outs because it was a big hit and miss weekend for me. I went about 50-50, but like the shit that did hit, it hit because like there was something like this Las Palmas Osasuna game. Like I should not have probably gotten that both teams to score. Las Palmas on a red. Osasuna had already scored. The game's pretty much over. 93rd minute. Las Palmas comes out with the cheekiest fucking set piece to go over the wall that jumped up, and then the keeper's just completely the fuck asleep to get me my both teams to score, and that was just straight magic. So I was a huge fan of that. We already kind of talked about Chelsea and Nottingham Forest. That was really embarrassing, Nottingham Forest. Also, fuck me for doubting Bournemouth without a striker. Like, Calvert clearly in his bag doing it. Cherry's in great form, great kits. Like, I don't know why I'm doubting these motherfuckers wearing the black, gold, and reds. They look murdered out, sick as fuck. And I'm trying to back Nottingham Forest, who's wearing fucking whites with red shorts like a bunch of Chaunces. So that's on me. That's on me a little bit. I don't know. Wolves Arsenal was just a shit show. Fuck Michael Oliver. We already covered that. City Chelsea. PSG, you can't beat Remis, whatever the fuck their name is. It doesn't matter. I got everything else right in France, which kind of fucking pissed me off.
Did Jonathan David score?
He did not. You're right. He did not score. But I did get the other games, or 2 of the other 3 games I had on my list right in France. Dortmund, Schlotterbeck taking a red card in the 12th minute. What the fuck's wrong with you? And then scoring 2 goals and coughing 2 up to Werder Bremen so that you make Scotty look right with all of his biased ass information. And I know Bird's in the chat. Bird had Dortmund on the -1. So yeah, fuck you, Dortmund. Just like put together a competent game at home. Nice job with Shakhtar today, but like do it in fucking Bundesliga. Next up, Leverkusen. You can't cough up that late goal to RB Leipzig, fam. You can't cough up that late goal to RB Leipzig. I had you in a parlay with Atalanta, and I was feeling some type of way about it. And then you get an own goal in the 85th minute for a draw, which honestly isn't a terrible result in Bundesliga. You got a draw in the hardest away stadium to play at. So yeah, but like you cannot cough that goal up if you want to challenge Byron for the fucking league again, dude. You just can't. Shout out John Smile. Thank you very much for tuning into the shows, lives, and the pre-recorded with Nick. So yeah, that was good. Not so much fuck Atalanta. It's not fuck Atalanta. It's why you make me sweat like that, dog? Like, I knew Como was going to score, but you didn't need to let them score first in the first half and then not score again until the second half and, like, make me sweat my dick off with 2 offsides goals called back. Shout out Nico Paz. He absolutely tore up that Atalanta center line and back line. Thank God we have a buyback clause on Nico Paz, because, like, when I say I'm sick of looking at Brahim Diaz, like, that's who it needs to come back to Madrid is Nico Paz.
Oh, yeah, right. I've been talking mad shit on Ceballos, too, because I'm tired of people dicking him against shitty-ass opponents. So,
he's not good. Like,
I'll take Nico Paz over Ceballos for sure.
Ceballos is a good 5th or 6th, like, string option. Like, he's a good guy that I'm happy to write a check to and want to never see him play.
Agreed.
Shout out Napoli for getting that W and finally handing Juve their first L. I knew that was going to happen. Little surprised Juve even found the back of the net, to be honest. Like, that team's fucking trash. And they looked fucking trash today when they did it too. So, Spanish refs, I really can't understand what happened in Mallorca. Because, like, I'm not going to say that the red card wasn't a red card, but, like, Mallorca definitely deserved a penalty in the box. It didn't get called. And then Batiste went down and scored right away. And it didn't even involve Isco. So what the fuck do I care? You know?
I'll be honest. I really like watching Mallorca lose. I don't.
You're right. I do also hate Mallorca. But, like,
watching Maffeo get pulled early and they lose is just it's poetic. I really enjoy it.
Villarreal and Atleti. Fuck both of you. How does Villarreal score first and Atleti is playing like such shit at home you can only get 1 goal? Nobody could get a 3rd goal in that fucking game. I got a Villarreal goal first half. That's the hardest part of both teams to score in over 2.5. And I got the Villarreal goal in the 30th fucking minute. You are at home in the Wanda with Spanish refs who cheat for you. And you can't get a 3rd goal. You should have had 4.
No, they're trash.
I didn't even get involved in the Sevilla Espanyol game.
Wasn't worth it.
Crystal Palace, fuck you. Shout out Brentford for finally winning a away game, but, like, why does it have to be on the 1 week that I fade you? Because you've been shit for, like, what, 9 games in a row?
Shout out Wissa and shout out Embuemo retaking the penalty kick too, because
that was some bullshit. How the fuck does Embuemo get to retake that penalty kick?
Oh, leave early.
2 infractions happen against Madrid on a PK and we get no retake.
Oh, did you notice that Brentford weren't wearing Madrid jerseys?
Oh, I did. Sorry.
Okay. Well, there's your answer.
So before this game, I mean, yes, they did beat Southampton, but, like, it's Southampton. Like, you got to beat them. Brentford had not won an away game all season. All season they hadn't won an away game. Other than Southampton and Crystal Palace, who's been good and defensive. I guess
that was when Chaloba was on the team.
I guess shout out Wiasa for, like, flying to France to go to court because, like, somebody tried to kidnap his kid and throw acid on him, and, like, he testified and then immediately flew back and did well for Brentford away for, like, their first competitive game that's not against Southampton. So, fuck me for betting Crystal Palace. This is a huge shout out. This is also a little bit of a fuck me too. I didn't wake up early enough to give a shit about Leicester Tottenham, but I should have. I should have known that Jamie Vardy, after completely shithousing Tottenham, I got 1, you got fucking 0. I should have known he was going to score, and I should have known Tottenham were going to lose that game at home because Jamie Vardy is just the big dickinest, most fucking Premier League striker you could ever like. And I just was too lazy to get out of bed and look at lineups. So that is 100% my fault. But shout out Leicester and shout out Jamie Vardy for just being that dude, for just reminding Tottenham, I got 1, y'all got 0. Suck my fucking dick.
That was a leg game. We got a Madison shot outside the box, and we got a Vardy goal.
Of course we did.
Blindly bet.
West Ham, fuck you for quitting after getting 1 goal. That West Ham goal, I could feel coming in my bones for 45 minutes. And I did the leg thing where I made I'm like, I don't want to take Aston Villa by themselves or like any of these props by themselves. So I made the leg tweet. I'm like, who fucks this up? And somebody tweeted Villa, and I'm like, you're probably right. And they were who fucked it. And shout out, and fuck Nice Marseille. Marseille, score a goddamn goal. Come on. Lazio too. Lazio hadn't lost at home to Fiorentina since 2016. Since 2016. And you cough up 2 immediately? Come on.
I was on Fiorentina double chance.
That was smart of you. I made a shit ton of money off of Moises Keane offsides.
Yeah.
Also, shout out me, because I told y'all Parma was going to score and take Parma on the spread. AC Milan, if you see them at minus 350, I don't give a fuck who they're playing. They're not that good.
Yep, agreed. All right, does everybody feel better?
Bilbao, you owe me goals. What the fuck is that? 0-0 versus Legantes? Give me 90 minutes of my life back. Now I'm good.
All right. I hope everybody else feels better as well. Somebody told him that Nico Williams is gonna go on a cold streak, so I don't feel bad for him. It was kind of like when they told me who's gonna lose in my parlays. So now I'm just gonna start poking back, guys. Are they right? Yeah, usually. Do I want to hear it? Fuck no. The worst is when I can just genuinely pick who they're gonna pick that isn't gonna win for me. It's the worst part. Moving on, we're going to the Premier League. It's going to be a lot of English and a lot of Italian football here. I think the Spanish and German slate is fucking trash. And I'm also going to sprinkle in a little Dutch and French for you. But first things first, Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. So Nottingham Forest back at home. They've been an absolute wagon at home. Again, I said it during Fuck Yous. This is what's going to decide the rest of their season for me. If you can't beat Brighton at home, you never deserve to be in the top 6.
It's an early game, too, so no goals in this one.
Well, they also already failed the Bournemouth test because Bournemouth seems to be like the Kingslayers. I didn't know if they're going to be the one team that got it done. Maybe it's going to be Liverpool. Who knows? But, I spelled Brighton wrong. It says Bergton. I'm not even going to fix it because I don't respect you, Brighton.
That's fair.
Great number on Nottingham. If you're a Nottingham fan, and you're pissed off that people are even mentioning that you guys might not be able to do it still, take the money line. It's a beautiful number. You're at home. You just signed all those.
7-1-1 in their last fucking 9 home games.
So the number looks awesome. Brighton, not a team that I would write home about when it comes to away matches. I don't know if their record actually.
They haven't lost away since December 5th.
Who, Brighton?
Yeah, Brighton hasn't lost away since December 5th at Fulham. 1, 2, 3 FA Cup, 4, 5 matches in a row, 2 wins, 3 draws.
Who are the teams?
What's up? Who are the teams?
Yeah.
They beat Man U, who sucks. Ipswich, who fucking sucks. They drew Aston Villa 2-2.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Yep. They drew West Ham 1-1.
That's your trash.
They drew Leicester 2-2.
I'm not impressed by any of that from Brighton.
They beat Bournemouth 2-1. That was before Bournemouth was like being good again, though.
I don't know. Brighton is one of the hardest teams to read for me. Them and Fulham this year have been kind of all over the place, and this is going to be a very, very telling week for Nottingham Forest, in my opinion. I think that you either get the easy bounce back, you take the money line. Chris Wood's still going to find the back of the net. Alonga's still going to be playing good football. I still think Nottingham Forest could do it, but I am waiting for them to turn back into a pumpkin, and this is going to be just one of the biggest tests for it. Moving on. Next one I got. I'm tired of looking at Burtonton. Newcastle Fulham. Oaks. How many goals is Newcastle scoring?
At least 3. At home at St. James Park, Fulham's defense, they're scoring at least 3.
Yeah, I'm kind of
scoring 2. Like, he's good for a brace. That's
his
my
bounce
fucking
back
dog.
was so immediate.
Joe Linton's playing fucking fire. Gomez is playing fire. Even fucking Tonali's scoring goals now. Like, I fuck with this Newcastle team, and I think that one loss they had the other day is like a blip on the radar. Like, Newcastle's a good enough team that they're gonna get over that hurdle, and it's not gonna bother them.
You know what's still pissing me off is that they keep starting what's his face outright. They keep starting.
Yeah, is it Murphy or
Murphy? They keep putting Murphy out there, and it's like Harvey Barnes is just sitting there. And is it in like a fucking Mbappe Vinny situation where apparently you can only play left wing? Because I feel like I've seen Harvey Barnes play pretty much wherever, and he's going to be effective in the way that only Harvey Barnes is. And it just confuses me why you would select Murphy, who I haven't seen actually finish a 90 in what feels like 2 seasons now, over the young English kid that you brought in. So I'm just a little confused.
Fulham lost to fucking West Ham away. They've been playing. I said they ran through that level of like playing 2 competition, where they tied Poole, they tied Tottenham, which now kind of looks fucking embarrassing because Tottenham's really is shit. Like, yep. I hate to agree with Arsenal fans, but like Tottenham might be shit.
Yeah, did you see that they're looking to bring in Ten Hag?
That's embarrassing. I would still rather live with Big Ange than have Ten Hag come in. I would
rather get Xavi than have Ten Hag come
in. That's disrespect coming out of Leg's mouth. Like, I'm going to tell you that right now. That's mad disrespectful. He hates Xavi.
You know what's funny is I genuinely mean that though too.
You're right. You do, because you're not wrong. Like, Ten Hag, his ego can't fit through the door, and like I don't. My thing is, like,
coaches are on the downtrend. Being bald isn't cool anymore. Zidane's not coaching right now. Being bald's not very cool.
He's gonna get that French national team job. Like, we both know that, right? Like,
I hope he brings Thierry Henry in.
You know what's fucking hilarious is like the amount of Madrid fans that I see who are like, "Oh, well, we'll just go get fucking Zidane." And I'm just like, he's not gonna come back and coach, guys. Like, I don't know how much clearer he can be about that.
He did say we were one of the only places that he coached.
I really think he wants that French national team.
job. I know he wants a French national team job, but the French national team has also fucked him over tremendously for what feels like the last 5 years. So, Fernando, that's a fact. If I took a poll right now and asked everybody on the planet, would you rather have Ten Hag or Xavi? I would find it hard to believe that anyone would pick Ten Hag, especially in the Premier League. Do you really want to watch that again? You just saw it.
Right, like we saw how bad that is.
Yeah.
He also spent like $1 billion in like you're selling all of it now.
Yeah, which we know Tottenham doesn't like. You think Daniel Levy's going to be spending money all of a sudden?
No, absolutely not. That dude's cheap as fuck. Yeah. And speaking of, like, I really like this Portuguese dude who came to Man United and is just like not completely throwing Rashford under the bus, but like Rashford deserves all of this shit that he's getting. Like, you don't try hard, you don't do anything. Like, yeah, I don't care.
Interview about how you wanted to leave.
Right. So, yeah, you're not welcome here, dude. Like, I don't know how much clearer I can be.
Yeah. But all right, good transition to Brentford versus Tottenham. After the Brentford performance from last week, I'm kind of just still floating with that one. Bees are buzzing at the crib. Tottenham looks like shit. But this is kind of a check for Tottenham. Like, hey, are you going to play for your manager or do you really want him out?
Brentford, after an away win, coming back home where their record's fucking sick. Brentford at home all day, baby.
I went with both teams to score, no draw at -120.
I actually really like that because Tottenham will get a goal.
Yeah, and then I can just throw in like a Wissa or a Mbuemo shot on target and end up getting a plus sign, and I'll feel good about it.
I really like that. Brentford, Brentford at home, okay, whatever. You lose to Liverpool in a really hard-fought game where you got Darwin Nunez. You draw City, which is good for you. Lose to Arsenal, whatever, but like you smoked Newcastle at home, you smoked Leicester at home, you smoked Bournemouth at home. Well, not smoked, but 3-2 Bournemouth at home, which is huge. Yeah, Brentford at home, wagon. Give me Brentford all day. Yeah, especially at plus 110. Give me a plus number on that. Both teams to score over 2.5 for sure, but I don't even think that's a plus number.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Brentford. Bees are buzzing, like you said. All right, moving on. Next one we got. This one's for you guys. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Guys, I don't want to be that guy. But last month, I did put a future in on Manchester City at like plus 14. It was like 10 to win $140 or something. I forget what it was.
Are we going to pretend they're good because they beat Bruges?
No, I'm going to pretend that they can give me a double chance because it's one of the most bettable numbers that I've ever
fair because Arsenal does.
Arsenal could barely beat
Arsenal. Yeah, they could barely beat Girona. They needed a Jorginho penalty.
They barely beat Wolves. They haven't done anything impressive enough for me to not think that City can at least.
Arsenal straight trash. The league is Liverpool's. Like, sorry guys. Like Liverpool won the league.
Yeah,
it's over.
I love the double chance. I think it's sitting at minus 140, minus 135. That's an awesome number that you do not see.
I just heard Bird get a boner. Like,
yeah, like it's just that, and the fact that you could probably do like a Holland goal and a Man City double chance at a plus number. That's fucking absurd. Am I still going to take Gabriel and Saliba or whoever the fuck is getting up for headers that game for shots on target? Probably, because that backline for City is atrocious. But
trash. But did you see how Kovacic was the only guy who fucking did anything for City today? And everything he did broke all of Pep's rules. And I'm sure Pep was furious about it. But he's just like, oh, that's right. Like, I'm a really good footballer. And if I ignore everything this dumb, bald fuck tells me to do, and I just run forward and bomb it the fuck at the net, I'm going to score a goal because I'm that much better than everybody else.
Well, he was like, wait, who was the other bald guy that told me shit? He's like, oh, yeah, that guy got me a Champions League. Hold on. Let me try that again. Oh, yeah, just going on fucking 40-yard runs and dribbling through their entire defense.
Right. Have you ever tried just being better than everybody else and not passing it and backing it the fuck out every time you have something dangerous? Like, shout out him. I know he's an ex-Madrid guy. Like, that was the biggest fuck you. Like, I'm not listening to you, you bald fucking Barcelona piece of shit.
Yeah, so if Arsenal want to surprise us and handle business at home,
if you can't tell them, Jack and Sprites be hitting at this point.
I don't know. I just don't see it happening. So I do think Baldiola gets his bounce back here because they're talking about him bouncing after the they were literally down a goal in the Champions League match as if we'd never seen Man City come back before. But, you know, as soon as they bring up the bald man's job, then let's get it together again. Moving on.
Yeah.
That's what I got. It's a London derby.
It is.
The only thing I like about this game is both teams to score.
Absolutely. Chelsea can't keep shit out of the back of their net.
Chelsea's like minus 250, dog, and they
275 at the bridge.
Bro, they'll score first.
Chelsea's that good.
They will score first. They'll score first, and then you'll be like, oh, cool. Like, first 10 minutes, too. Oh, cool. We're good. And then
this is a Monday standalone game, too. Like, this has the Hammers coming in with an upset written all over it.
Agreed.
And it's like, and I was talking to the guys in Discord, Bird and like a couple other guys. Like, I got a bunch of people who are like, yo, can you believe that like PSV turned down this offer from West Ham? Yeah, I can, because I've watched West Ham run through 3 strikers that they won't play over Antonio, whose careers they've ruined. And they're like, we're not going to do that to Pepe, which is great. Like, a 25 mil ain't enough to get Ricardo Pepe the fuck off my team and go to West Ham where he can wait and then be sat behind Antonio coming off of a fucking car accident? Like, they're going to play Antonio again.
You want me to say something really mean right now?
I know you got that dude at West Ham, or the West Ham dude that you always fucking fight with that came into the Wawa.
Well, here's the fact that going from PSV to West Ham, that's a
lateral move. That's a lateral move.
That's not even a lateral move.
It is a downgrade because you don't even get Champions League football.
Yeah, you know why they thought they were massive? They won the Conference League. Y'all are playing in the Champions League right now. Like, that's a downgrade. Are you going to get paid more? Probably.
PSG's academy is fucking nasty, too. They know how to make winners over there. They're flat out. They know how to make winners over there.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't hate the West Ham upset, but I just also, like, I'm not going to watch this game. I just know that it needs
to be a standalone game on a Monday. Come on, you're going to watch this game.
No, I have work on Monday. I'm going to bet this game.
I was going to say, are you telling me you're going to watch Cagliari versus Lazio? Are you telling me you're going to watch Girona versus Lazio?
I'm on Lazio money line, and I'm going to say, yo, shout out Nick. All day. Lazio's up 1-0. Shout out Nick. Thank you. All right, moving on. We're going to the best league on the planet, Es No Football. All right, and just to keep in track with that, we're going to start with the asshole bowl.
Yeah,
it's Atletico
Madrid bowl.
Mallorca. Yeah, so there's the piece of shit bowl, which is Valencia versus Mallorca. This is just the asshole bowl. They don't actually do anything, and they're not really a bother. They're just annoying and run their mouths a lot type of deal. It's at the Wanda.
Used up all his goals for the month today, by the way.
Yeah, don't get hype on Griezmann goals. Definitely go back to the Alvarez wall. I think he's playing a lot better football right now. Griezmann took advantage of a Salzburg team that they just beat the absolute shit out of. I like Atleti at home, obviously, because it's at the Wanda and it's in Spain. It's Spanish refs. It's La Liga. And Mallorca, we can obviously tell they don't mind fucking over. So,
right.
Mallorca off the island also is just not a threat to me.
Is Simeone's kid good now? Like, he had a goal and an assist today.
No, we're not falling for the Simeone Champions League again. We've all done that already. We're good. He's going to get a tattoo on the other arm, I bet.
You're probably right. What a fucking loser.
Photos like, yeah, look, I got it too. Wow. So, no, I'm not going to say Simeone's good. The fact that Thomas Lamar is still on that bench is really upsetting to me. I need him to leave. Go anywhere else. Go to Newcastle. I would love that. Take fucking Murphy's spot.
Take Samuel Lino and put him somewhere where he can actually play too, because that dude's good as fuck. Like,
I want him on Batiste.
Yeah, give him to Batiste. Like, if you're not gonna play him out, I
just think he look good in the green and white too. The stripes.
Facts, and he would actually help Isco.
Yep. Well, yo, I have a good feeling about Antony. I think they're overhyped.
I actually do too. I think Antony's a super good move for Batiste, and they don't even have to pay they're only paying 40% of that contract.
Oh no, they got a great deal, but I'm seeing a lot of memes and announcements of Cristiano Ronaldo came to La Liga when he was 24.
Antony's not a bad player. I like.
You're right, but the comparison was to Cristiano Ronaldo, so that was my issue with it.
Yeah. I think Antony's going to do very well at Batiste. I think he's going to do very well playing with Isco. I think he's going to be a lot better out of Man U, away from Ten Hag, in a place that's actually going to challenge him, in a place where they need his talent. He can actually finish a fucking ball. Whereas nobody on Batiste every time I watch Batiste play anybody, I'm like, Isco's the best guy on this pitch. If they're not playing Madrid and if they're not playing Barcelona, Isco's the best player on the pitch, period. I'd take Isco back at Madrid in a heartbeat.
All right, speaking of, we got Espanyol versus Real Madrid. I know what you're thinking. You guys have now gone, however many minutes without letting him a goal. Madrid's found it. Mbappe's found it. However, on Espanyol, you'll never guess, the left mid. Guess what academy he's from?
Madrid Academy?
Guess where he started for the first 3 years of his career.
He's going to score.
His name is Alvaro Tejer. He is probably going to score. That's what makes me want to take both teams to score. It's at plus 100 also. I will definitely have to look at the lineup because, if it's Asensio, Fran Garcia, Rudiger, and another actual defender, If we have defenders on the back line and it's not Mendy and Vasquez and Tchouaméni winging it, then I don't actually think they're going to score. And this game is pretty much unbettable. Is this the last game that Vinny's suspended for, or is he back?
See, that's what I was going to ask you. I'm on my third Jack and Sprite, so I don't know.
I don't know if he comes back for this one or the next one. I forget if it was 3 games or I don't remember. But if Vinny's back, I'm taking every single Vinny prop. He'll probably get another card too because that just got refreshed. So
right, yeah, he's fucking fresh off a suspension. Why not?
Let's see. Is he going to be out? No, he's back. Okay, he's back. So Vinny's
Vinny assist is back on the table, boys.
And the good thing about Vinny not playing the last 3 games is that
he's fresh.
Everyone forgot that Vinny's on the team for those 3 games. Because we're still scoring. He
didn't play today, too.
Look, there's a Brazilian scoring on the left side. They're good. They don't even know that Vinny's not there.
Rodrigo's going to get a goal contribution again. 13 goal contribution. No, fuck. 14 goal contributions in the last 10 games. I mean, Rodrigo UCL legends. People are saying
he might be top 3 in goals in UCL all time by the end of it. People are saying that.
People are saying
a lot of Madrid at the top of that list. Put it that way. Bird, you play too much manager mode. I would watch that personally. I just also know that it wouldn't work, and I would blame Abdi off the rip. I would watch the fuck out of it though. If Bird
I love watching Isco do everything.
If we put Isco in the middle and then just had Bird controlling the rest of the players, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
However, how I'm picturing Bird picturing it, they're not gonna do that, or else they wouldn't be getting more people. So I'm with you though. Aesthetically, I would love to fucking watch that. I just know it's never gonna work. It's
every time somebody who's not Isco is touching the ball, I'm like, get it back to Isco. What are you doing?
Yeah. So good segue. We got Real Betis versus Athletic Bilbao. Is Bilbao traveling midweek?
Do they have a game tomorrow? Give me 1 second.
They should.
They do. They play Pleasant, but they're at home. So no, they're in San Mames.
All right, cool. So they're just gonna have to travel down to Seville and play Betis. I love the both teams to score in this one at -115. I'm really, really hoping that Antony starts. There's something about having 2 Brazilians and Isco behind them that I really fucking love. If Antony doesn't start, I'm going to be extremely let down. And it's pretty much going back to praying to God that Isco does something. So rather than both teams to score, you might as well take Isco either to score or assist, or if you can get a better number on shots on target. Because if we're not going to get a potent attack from Betis and we get a pissed off Bilbao from a midweek game, or even just a pissed off Nico Williams because he had 2 stinkers in a row, just something along those lines that I can run with, Bilbao might end up shit pumping them, even though it is Bilbao away.
If Sanset is healthy and in this lineup, that's a game changer because he's just onside is fucking great, dude. And no disrespect to Berenger and a couple of the other guys there, but you're not as good. Especially Gurazeta. I don't need to see any more Gurazeta at striker. You're not fast enough to hang with the Williams bros. I need somebody like Sanset who can, if he's not running with you, is going to be in better position, is that cutback guy from the wing. So yeah, I like both teams to score. I like over 2.5 here. The one thing I will say is Betis definitely is a lot better at home than they are away. They're not this year because their team's been kind of shit because Isco has only been healthy for the last 5 games. But I'm ready for Betis to start looking better. Isco is clearly in form. He's playing very well. But yeah, Bilbao, you got to pick up some points here. Bilbao's sitting in 4th place on the table, I believe. With Villarreal not quite breathing down their neck, but within striking distance. So Bilbao, I know you want to win Europa because the final is at San Mames this year, but take care of business in La Liga too. You're good enough to do it, so just do it.
Wow, it's at San Mames?
Yeah, the Europa final is at San Mames this year.
That's actually sick.
Yeah, I know. That's why Bilbao needs to win that competition. They're 3rd place on the table, by the way.
All right, moving on. We're going to Italy. I have actually a decent amount of Italian games for you guys, so let's get into it. Bologna versus Como. So we have Bologna midweek fighting their ass off against Sporting, and then we have Como.
Great game versus Sporting, by the way.
I love Como on the double chance. It is at Bologna, but Bologna is doing a lot of traveling as we speak. I love Como on the double chance. I do agree with you, both teams to score, but I just think Como can get more out of it. Bologna is being asked to do a whole lot within the last few matches they've had, and I think that they're going to have a little bit of a letdown game versus Como, and Como's not going to let down. Nico Paz. Okay.
Plus 350 for an anytime goal on Nico Paz.
I would go for the score or assist just because I watch too much preseason Nico Paz where he passes a lot more because, like, we have more strikers that aren't.
Right, because he's not the only quality finisher, like, on Madrid. But, yeah, Nico Paz, plus 350. After what I just saw him do to that Atalanta midfield and back line, I'm all over it. I mean, I still rate Castro. He's only 19. I think that Ndoye leaves a lot to be desired. He had 4 shots today. He didn't put a single fucking one on target. Odegaard's there. He came in as a sub. Como's for a team that just got promoted and will probably likely get relegated. Like, they're playing good ball and they're making good moves. Like, they don't have enough money to make big splashes, but every time a transfer comes up on FOTMob, I'm like, that's actually a quality fucking signing.
Well, that's because they have an intelligent manager also in Fabregas. He was an owner. Now he's managing the whole team. And he's just a good players manager, knows the game, and is using his own money with knowledge of how to use the money.
Dude, every time I see it's like 2.5 million for that guy. Like, you got to fucking steal.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of that, did you see Enciso went to Ipswich? Because I was like, nobody else wanted this guy?
Yep.
He's on Ipswich. Why did Brighton sell him? That was like one of the most fun attackers to watch on that team. So there's a lot of weird shit that goes on, but you're right. Como makes their, I guess, sporting director, board, whatever. They look very intelligent with how they've been doing it.
They might be able to stay up, too. Let me take a quick look at this table. Fucking
low scoring game. Yeah, I don't hate that.
Como's sitting in 13th right now. They have a bad goal differential, but, like, they score in every fucking game, dude. Like,
you can't defend, but,
Right.
All right, moving on. I have a Milan derby for y'all.
I know.
I think it's one of the easiest Milan derbies.
It's the easiest Inter money line I've ever seen in my entire
Inter
life.
Money line at minus 110. It just seems like a layup.
It's free.
Martinez.
It's free. Who's stopping anybody? AC Milan lost to Dynamo Zagreb today.
Besides Pulisic and Leao, and Leao's kind of wishy-washy, especially in this matchup. I haven't really seen Leao.
Murat is such a bag of shit. They paid him for 4 years.
Milan doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They literally got rid of their sporting director and did the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Inter money line.
Give me the controller, Milan. I swear to God, I'll manage.
You're not doing a fucking thing.
I don't speak Italian. I know you're gonna hate it. I'll learn. What's
the conversion rate? What's the conversion rate of the money?
I don't give a fuck. Just give me an apartment somewhere to live. I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna have to know. Because you gotta do all.
Give me a fucking apartment and somewhere to live. Give me the controller. It's not that I'll smoke dope the entire time.
All right, Inter money line.
Inter money line, absolute layup. Lautaro Martinez is in his bag right now.
All right, moving on. Last Italian game I got for you: Roma versus Napoli.
Napoli by 1 million.
Dude, plus 130 on the money line. What are we doing?
Plus 143. God damn.
Did Roma figure something out that I don't know?
No, they didn't.
So
Roma's terrible.
And Guisa, also fantastic call from last week. He was beautiful on the parlay. And then he scored too, because I was like,
sure did. He scored a header. My God, that guy is balling. And Guisa, mixed sauce, Lukaku. They even sold Kvaratskhelia, and they still handed Juve their first loss. And they're talking about signing Adeyemi. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on now.
I'll be honest with you. Adeyemi
win the Scudetto, though. And they're still going to win the Scudetto. Conte will choke it.
I'm hoping that Adeyemi goes because I actually like him better in the Special K.
I do too. I think that he's way nastier, and if they're going to keep him at Dortmund, he has to play 90 minutes every fucking game, period.
All right, moving on. We're in France now. I got Marseille versus Lyon.
This is a big derby.
You already fucking know the deal. Lyon's back. Fuck Marseille. All right, but that being said, I'd be really nervous about that for all the other Lyon fans. There's probably going to be a penalty kick, probably going to be a red card, and Mason Greenwood's going to somehow score. It's going to be one of the most shit goals you've ever seen. This guy has one of the most shit resumes right now in the French league with his 12 goals leading Marseille. And I think
9 of them are penalties. Yeah.
So I don't know how there wouldn't. Either our fans are going to like throw flares.
This game to be stopped by a riot minus 500.
We're going to see either the flares thrown out, red card, or penalty kick for Mason Greenwood. One of those three things is guaranteed to happen because Marseille is playing Lyon.
Yeah,
you know how many times they've had to play this exact match behind closed doors?
Yeah, I remember when they had to suspend the game.
McDonald's League now. Have some fucking respect, Fernando.
I remember when they had to suspend the game for 3 days and then reschedule it for like 3 weeks later because fans couldn't stop fighting.
Remember when Lyon scored first and then they had to cancel it and do that too?
Right, because they almost burned the stadium to the fucking ground.
And Lyon still might get relegated. I don't know if they figured out anything. So
no, because they're like $1 billion over budget.
I don't know how. Where did that money go? What the fuck happened? Did you build a new stadium and nobody knew?
It's all going to Lacazette, apparently.
Jesus Christ. So, Lyon fans, this is going to be a long one. Even when, like, I'm like, oh my God, Lyon scored. Look at them. They're doing it. And then it's like VAR. Or then all of a sudden I check and they're down 3-1. I'm like, okay. Ryan Cherky, get the fuck out of there, dog.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Fuck out of there.
You couldn't make a better decision in your life.
Ryan Cherky to Real Betis.
God damn, that would be sick. Him and Isco together.
And Anthony. So many lefties in Isco. I'm here for it. What do you got?
Both teams to score over 2.5.
Damn, you think Lyon's scoring?
I do.
All right, I'm here for it.
Marseille lost 2-0 to Nice. Of course I think they're scoring.
Lyon, what the fuck was the score of the Nice-Lyon game, bro?
It was 2-0 Nice.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about Lyon when they played them. Because we can't be doing, like, score comparisons when we're talking about Lyon. Now, Lyon's in 6th.
You know what's weird is Lyon's tearing it up in Europa League, too.
Well, they also haven't won in the last 5 fucking games, so...
They're still somehow, like, 6th on the table, though.
That's because the French league sucks. It's fucking PSG and everyone else. They have 30 points after 19 games, and they're in.
You're not wrong. Speaking of PSG, are we going to talk about them versus Monaco?
No, we're not.
Okay.
They're playing Brest.
They're playing. That's February 7th. My apologies. They are playing Brest. Right.
This is the game we're talking about that isn't one of the leagues we usually do. It's Ajax versus Feyenoord.
If Santiago Jimenez is hurt enough not to play this game, Ajax is going to win.
Ajax money line plus 120, yes.
Put
it in now, too.
Bird just got bricked up again.
Put it in now. It's only going down once they announce that Jimenez isn't playing.
Bird just got bricked up again.
Put it in now. Just do it now. Don't think about it. You guys don't even have the channel to watch this, I bet. Just don't even think about it. Just put it in.
No, it's on ESPN Plus.
Oh, all right, bet. Ajax money line.
We saw what happened without Santiago Jimenez. They coughed up 5 fucking goals. So not only is he their entire offense, he's the guy who keeps the ball away from the defense. And Feyenoord is complete dog shit without him.
Yeah, that's all. I saw this though. I was like, ooh.
Jimenez got hurt today.
Yeah, and then Jimenez got hurt. And I was like, well, that kind of fucks it up. And then I was like, all right, Ajax money line it is.
And you can buy out Ajax money line if Jimenez is good to go. Or you can just bet Jimenez for a goal.
You just take Jimenez, and you might get both. All right, that's all the games I have for you guys. Let's get into the wheel. So last week, I fucking cooked. So here's what I did last week. I forgot that I didn't pick Hugo Doro as my golden booty pick, but I tweeted out that he was my golden booty pick. He scored the only goal in the 7-1 beatdown.
Shout out Hugo Doro, plus 390 for a goal, my boy. Plus 390. I took that shit.
Yep. So I was on that hit. His shot on target was a +9 too. That hit. And then I looked and I was like, oh fuck, I took Rafinha for my golden booty. He also scored, so I don't fucking care. It's pretty much where I'm at with it. Absolutely shredding the golden booty this year.
If I get French League 1 again, I'm gonna riot.
That's all I want is for you to get French League 1 again. Jonathan David didn't score over the weekend.
I'm going to fucking riot, dude.
I'm going first to make it a little bit easier on Oaks. Hopefully, I don't get League 1 so he can get it. Do we want pick a 4-goal John on here still?
That's fine.
All right.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Yeah, you want to be a real dick about things? What's the number on Holland?
Oh my God. Give me a sec.
Is the Holland number bettable?
Give me a second. That is a huge dick move, and it probably is bettable.
What is the fucking Holland number?
It's plus 195, plus 170. Yeah, plus 195 Bet Rivers, plus 140 Caesars, plus 160 Bet 365.
Stay humble, eh? Stay humble.
Plus 155 Bet MGM, plus 170 DK and FanDuel. Yeah.
Stay humble, eh? Okay. Erling Haaland. Plus 170. I bet you I have better odds than the guy that you're going to pick from the French League.
Yeah, I'm probably going to want to kill myself after this.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
All right, Bundesliga. Oaks. What do we think?
Give me a second. I gotta look at what the games are in Bundesliga real quick.
Bird said Amsterdam will be rocking.
It will be.
Yeah, Bird, you want to go on an Amsterdam trip? And we'll go hit like a PSV game and an Ajax game. Check out the red light district. Get real high.
I'm in, but like I'm poor, so unfortunately.
There's got to be some cheaper red light districts, you know?
Dortmund away. Give me.
Is Leverkusen at home?
No, they're away. Give me Kareem Adeyemi at plus 230.
That's a bold move.
I should probably take Gerasi at plus 135, but give me Adeyemi. If they're gonna keep him, he better fucking play 90 minutes every fucking game and ball the fuck out.
I can't wait for Adeyemi to not even start this game. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
When he does, I'm just gonna switch to Bino Gittins, who's plus 300.
Oh, you wouldn't even switch to Gerasi?
No, I'll switch to Bino. I'm taking the winger. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Gerasi's the easier move, but like, yeah, give me the winger. I fuck with both these wingers. Give me Adeyemi at plus 235. When he doesn't start, I'll switch to Bino Gittins.
All right, standings. Last week I think I only went 8 and 7, but we'll take it. It's in the green. This week I got my 15. I got Newcastle money line over 1.5 versus Fulham. That's minus 105. I'm probably going to take their team total straight the fuck up. So over 1.5 seems like a joke. Aston Villa money line versus Wolves. That's at Wolves plus 115. Man U money line versus Palace. Yeah, I'm trusting Manchester United again, guys. It's somehow been working out for me. That draw no bet last week was a fucking sweat.
It was.
I'm taking it again. They're playing Palace. At some point, they have to have a little bit of balls, right, and protect their own crib. I'm hoping you can do it against Palace. 115 plus 115.
Brentford Spurs on the road.
Yeah. Brentford Spurs, both teams to score no draw, minus 120. Man City double chance at Arsenal, minus 140. Como double chance at Bologna, minus 110. Inter money line versus AC Milan, minus 110. Napoli money line at Roma, plus 130. Lazio money line at Cagliari. Shout out Nick, plus 100. Vallecano, draw no bet at Leganes, minus 135. Atleti Mallorca, over 4.5 cards, don't have a line. Alvaro Tejer, shot on target, don't have a line. Espanyol Madrid, both teams to score. It's even money, plus 100. Hence why I am memorizing a random dude from fucking Espanyol's name. Betis Bilbao, both teams to score, minus 115. Again, that is likely to change if I don't like the offense on Betis. And then Ajax money line versus Feyenoord, plus 120. And then my parlay is all teams that start with N, but I didn't like I was going to do Nice, but then they were like plus 190 versus Toulouse. And I was like, okay, I don't know something here, and now I'm scared.
Yeah, is Toulouse like a home wagon or something?
I don't know. So that's either a number we should go look at, or somebody needs to give me some information.
Give me a second. Do they play on Sunday?
I don't remember.
Give me a second. I'll find it.
But my end parlay is Napoli, money line. Newcastle, money line. Nottingham Forest, draw no bet.
I don't disrespect that at all.
I can't take Nottingham Forest straight up because I could easily see them losing to Brighton.
Yeah. Toulouse lost to Montpellier at home, 1-2. Lost to Strasbourg at home, but before that, they had been kind of on a tear. They beat Saint Etienne, who was a newly promoted side. Exuri, who gives a shit. Remis, who gives a shit? I don't even know who they are. Angers, who can be tough occasionally, lost to Lyon at home. And they're not even a home wagon. They lost to Lyon at home.
That's what I told you guys they were back. I don't know if you were listening, but I did say they were back.
Listen, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I won a lot of money today. I hit 28-1 parlay. You guys watched the shit that I did with Nick. You watched the shit that I did with Leg pre-show. Like, we murdered the Champions League board. I've had some drinks, so I'm just freeballing this, and I'm gonna come up with 15 off top. And I'm really not gonna put a lot of effort into clicking on this shit and figuring out what the numbers are, but Nottingham Forest versus Brighton, I don't know. Give me the draw there at plus 260 outright. Just give me a draw. I don't think Nottingham's in great form. I think Brighton has gotten kind of beat up. Chris Wood's going to get us a goal. Like, I'll give you a big Wood goal, but Brighton probably answers. 1-1 draw feels about right there. Plus 260. Nice number. Give me Bournemouth on a double chance. Like, I know Poole rested everybody, but like a lot of times that backfires on you, and they're like, oh, we rested and we should look really good. And Bournemouth's been fucking beating the brakes off of people that they have no business beating without a striker. So yeah, give me Bournemouth on the double chance. Fuck it. I don't give a shit about Everton, Leicester, except for Jamie Vardy's probably gonna get a goal. So fuck it, but Ipswich Southampton, that's both teams to score over 2.5. That's a relegation battle. There's goals there. Newcastle on the money line, minus 145. Fuck, I want to take Aston Villa away, but that's a trap.
I'm doing it. I already fell into it.
Give me Brentford on the money line, plus 110 at home.
Well, that one's not a trap.
That one is a trap. That's a trap too. But like, both teams to score over 2.5 isn't a playable number. Otherwise, you would have already told me about it by now.
I'm out on I don't even look at the Premier League. Both teams to score over 2.5 anymore.
Right, because it's always like minus 155. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah, not one in any other league of both teams to score number is around that. It's like, y'all don't score this many fucking goals. You're not the Bundesliga.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck. Arsenal City, give me City on the double chance. Hey, I'm doing a thing right now. I'll call you back in 10 minutes.
Dude, don't they know that you have your 15?
I mean, Chelsea, West Ham. No, it feels. I'm not getting involved in that one.
Dude, get out of England. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Go to Italy, bro. Come join us in Italy. Join some traps. Look at that Lazio line.
Fuck. Getafe Sevilla.
I looked at it and I knew you were going to try to say something about it. That's why I didn't even talk about that game. Because I still think Getafe sucks.
You're not wrong. They do suck. Give me the under 1.5 at plus 140.
What's his face? It's going to be jacking for chicks. Who's that dude up top for Sevilla?
I can't believe Getafe scored 3 goals to end that game and ruin the under.
I was not prepared for Getafe to score.
I know. I was on the double chance, and I was just happy. Villarreal, Valladolid, both teams to score over 2.5. Valladolid will get a goal.
I'm here for it.
Barcelona, Alaves. Alaves will get a goal there. Give me both teams to score.
That's a Madrid team, baby. What's up, Alaves? Hold it down.
Valencia, Celta. Give me Celta on the double chance on the road.
You're fucking crazy.
I am. Osasuna, Real Sociedad. Give me Osasuna at home plus 210.
Straight up? Not even a draw, no bet?
Even the draw, no bet. Sociedad is so ass, dude. They're so ass. They just gave up 3 to Getafe.
That's true.
They just gave up 3 to Getafe. Real Betis, Atleti, both teams to score for sure. I'm with you on that. Girona, Las Palmas, even with the red card, give me a Las Palmas goal. Both teams to score there. Serie A.
Yeah, imagine not beating Las Palmas.
Parma's going to beat Lecce. They're going to beat a beverage.
Dude, I thought that too, but then I was like, wait, but you need Lecce to make Parma. And then I fucked myself up.
You do need milk to make cheese. Both teams to score. Both teams. Parma's also the best both teams to score team in all of Europe. Yeah, both teams to score.
I was stuck, dude. I was just like, well, you need one to make.
You do need milk to make cheese. God damn,
Cheese
that's the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So yeah, both teams to score there. Fuck. I'm gonna regret this, but Venezia is double chance on the road versus Udinese.
Really? I was looking at Udinese money line, so I don't know. I love Luca Busio, though. It's fine.
I do. And Pelujo or however the fuck you say his name with like 3 J's in it is good. Bologna, Como, both teams to score for sure. Fuck, give me Empoli on a spread. What's the spread here?
You're looking at an Empoli spread, bro. Just take that.
Versus Juventus? Juventus can't score against fucking Benfica, bro.
Dude, are you comparing Empoli to Benfica?
Kind of.
You better go check some head-to-head scores because Empoli kind of has Juve's number a little bit. Did you say under, or are you talking just the spread?
I'm talking. Give me Empoli on a spread.
Oh, okay. No, yeah,
I can get Empoli plus 125 at plus 101. I can get Empoli plus 1.5 at minus 140.
I would probably take.
Who's scoring 2 goals for Juve?
Yo, Yildiz. When in doubt, Yildiz is always my answer.
Timmy Weah.
Is Timmy Weah not playing right back? Because then he could probably score. I don't know whose fucking idea that was. That dude that usually put a wing that balls out. Hey, let me put him at right back. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, we just got fucking shit pumped on Benfica.
Look, yeah, fuck, I can't trust Fiorentina at all. Inter Milan's the easiest layup I've ever seen. Give me them at minus 105.
Go look at Empoli versus Juve, just the history of the game, because I don't think there's ever more than 2 goals, and the one time there was, it was 4-1 Empoli. So just go look at their matchups. I'm kind of with you, but also
I hate to say it, but like trust me, bro. Just big trust here.
Trust me, bro.
You're not wrong. Juve they won 2-0. So I don't hate a spread there. Empoli won 4-1 in the last 2 years. Yeah, I mean, I like Empoli here.
Yep.
But yeah, Napoli on the road, give me them. That's it. That's kind of all I got right now.
All right, sounds good. All right, that's all we got for you guys. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. That is at TwoFootTalk, at TWOFootTalk. Link is down in the description. You can follow me at A Young Leg. You follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. Links are all down in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the YouTube. Go follow us on Twitter. Go check out tftdrip.com to get you some Oaks and YL gear. There's some new stuff on there. I threw some new fisherman beanies on there, which are comfy as hell. I have a couple of them. And then the new golf hats for the golf season's coming up. We have BurrOaks and we have YL ones. Check it out. Links are all down below in the description. Oaks, you have a show on Friday?
Yeah, I do, with Flash through Dub Club. So, check that shit out.
All right, so go check out Oaks' shit. Check out my shit. Again, links are all down below. Twitter is the easiest way to find us, communicate with us, and get any of those links as well. So, again, make sure you're following. Other than that, fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're 2 Foot Talk.